The following is a true story that occurred about a year after the infamous Kangamangas incident. There's an old French saying, oh, I'll get into that later. I had been out to eat with a beautiful blonde. On a scale of 1 to 10, she was about a 20. We were at a tavern out in the sticks. Wonderful meal, great conversation. Very petite, beautiful. Several drinks. Once we finished dinner, we went to another tavern. Further out in the sticks. More drinks. We then left and went to another one. And had some more drinks. When we were all done, we drove back to her place. Out in the sticks even further. I went to the bathroom to clean up a bit before we get down to some business. And I washed my hands with something I hadn't seen since I was a kid. Baraxo hand soap powder. When I was done, we got down to some business. I was highly intoxicated. Came morning, beautiful sunlight. I woke up and I was staring at a Tiffany style lamp. As my eyes started to focus, hanging off the lamp, off the turn switch, it was a big key like. I kept staring at it and I tried to focus even further, and I realized that it was a set of teeth. They appeared to be false teeth. They had like a gummy substance on the back of them. I turned over. There was my beautiful date from the night before, lying on her side, waving at me. She said, "Good morning." And it was at that point that I realized she had no teeth. I screamed out loud. I get out of bed, grabbed my clothes, and I ran out the front door. Why are we stopping?
Why not?
Oh. Okay. I ran down the road. It was a gravel-filled road. Naked. No shoes on my feet. I was running so hard, I couldn't tell you. 100 yards, maybe 200 yards. I had to stop because my feet were injured from running over the rocks. I had dropped my clothing. When I reached over to pick up my clothing, I realized it, and I saw. I had a gummy, paste-like substance down below. And I screamed. I ran further. I picked up my clothes and ran further and faster and harder. I again had to stop because my feet were killing me. I dropped my clothes. Now I was sweating profusely. And I wiped my forehead and my face with my forearm, gathered up my clothes and continued, even faster. The first house on the road was the one I stopped at. It was an old farmhouse with a big screen porch in front. As I got to the screen porch door, I sat on the stairs and started to put my clothes on. There was a little old woman sitting inside the screen porch. She asked me if I'd like to have a cup of tea with her. And I was startled, of course. I said, sure. I came inside after I was dressed. She stated that her name was Mrs. Martha Goodwin. She lived here. She asked me if I always jogged in the morning naked. I told her I'll never be doing it again. She also told me to follow her to the restroom. She said I had some sunscreen on my face and my hair. So she took me into the bathroom. I checked myself out. I was mortified. I had a white gummy paste strewn across my face, my mouth, and in my hair. I was totally disgusted. And it was at that point I realized what had happened to me. I remember a story, an event when I was in the 8th grade. A couple of my uncles had taken me to a French social club. As it turned out, I had to drive them home. Anyway, that's the only reason they took me. But while I was there, I was hitting on a waitress, a blonde. She reminded me of my choir teacher. And both of them were yelling at me, leave her alone. And I figured they were just giving me crap because neither one of them had a shot at her. They called me over and told me, leave her alone or you could end up with gum on your dick. At that point, I realized what they were trying to tell me.